Good morning, everybody. As you can see on the screen, today's subject is everything you need to know to get the best value for your client's house. So this is how you would pitch yourself with your client. Okay, what I can do for getting the maximum price of your home. So let's see what all can be, what all we can do to get the maximum price for your client's house. So treat it as a seller's guide and preparing yourself and preparing your home to get the best value from the market. Before that, if you see a statistic, so 75% of home buyers choose location and neighborhood as the two most important aspects. So these two aspects are most important for a home buyer. One is location and another is neighborhood. So let's see what are the factors which as an agent you can really control and which you cannot. So these are the factor: rupees, meaning price, location, neighborhood and property condition. So what do you think you can control out of these four? So as we see, pricing is a very crucial component of preparing a property to sell, and getting the price right is the first time will often yield greater result. So when you list the property for selling and when you start marketing that property, so getting the price right first time will get you greater results. Another thing is location. Location, it is very extremely important for buyers and it is impacted by things outside your control. So this says the location is not in your control. You cannot really do anything when a client has already decided I need this type of location. Third is neighborhood. This neighborhood is extremely important for buyers as well, but your house is where it is. So your client house which is to be sold is where it is. You cannot change the place. So you cannot even change that place. So neighborhood is also not in your control. Fourth is property condition. So you know this thing is in your control. You can ask your client whose house is to be sold, okay, what all improvement can be done. So improvement, appeal of the house, staging and cleanliness all are in your control. So out of this four, first and last is in your hand. You can price the property right and you can improve the property condition. You cannot really do anything for location and neighborhood. So there are four questions to ask before selling the house of your client. So selling the home is a big financial and emotional task and that requires a lot of planning. So before you decide to put your client's home on the market, here are four questions to be considered by you and your client. Number one is, what is my home worth? It is very important to know the right price. So how do you know this? How do you achieve at a worth of the home which is in question to be sold? So several factors go into determining your home's market value. These include the condition of the property, square footage, location, amenities, as well as recent comparable property sales. So for a snapshot of your home's current value, if it is available in your area, you can enter your address into a free online value estimator tool and get a current price of that home. Alternatively, you can look at recent property tax bill to get your home's tax assessed value, which actually is a percentage of your home's fair market value. And if you know the assessment rate, which is usually between 80 to 90%, you can estimate fair market value. Next question is, how can I sell it for the highest price? So there are several simple low cost things you can do to boost the value of the home. This includes eliminating clutter, washing windows and walls, and installing higher wattage bulb to create a brighter environment. So no one likes the dull environment. So larger projects like adding bedrooms and renovating kitchens and bathrooms typically get more substantial increase in sales price. So staging your home, which helps paint a picture for how buyers will use their new space, can also add value. Third question is, how long will it take for my house to sell? So the time your home spends on market depends on so many factors, like including location, how competitively your home is priced, and how aggressively your home is marketed by you. Statistics shows that if a home is properly priced, an offer should come in first 12 showings. If you want to speed up the sales process, do not underestimate the value of staging, and research shows that well-staged home can sell up to 32% faster than homes that are not staged. And last but not the least, will an agent help me accomplish my goals? This is the question in every seller's mind, or in buyer's mind too. So this is how you can convince them. A real estate agent can help with all aspects of the selling process, from pricing to marketing to handling the intricacy of closing. Hiring a professional who is experienced in the area can help position the property of client to get the highest and best price of that ticket to a successful sale. In a seller's market, getting the property under contract is only half the battle one. Getting it closed is what makes a difference. So now let's see a seller's guide to improvement in a home. As a seller in today's competitive housing market, you need to make sure you are putting your client's home's best foot forward for prospective buyers. While they may seem costly in the short term, a few repairs and renovation will lead to a quicker sale at or above your sticker price. The question is, why should you fix and how? So this is a quick guide to pre-sale home improvement. Number one is replace. Some home features are better replaced completely than fixing or refurbishing. If you are a starter, you should replace carpet, especially in stairways and high traffic area. This is essential if you have pets, as even stain-free carpet can hold on to bad odors. Stick with neutral color and do not install anything too expensive, because after all there is a good chance your buyer will replace this in themselves. He would like to have something of his own taste. Next, updating old light fixtures and window treatments can go far in making an old home shine like new. Again, go for neutral styling that will appeal to a wide spectrum of taste and decor. Replace old bathroom and kitchen countertops along with built-in appliances, dishwasher, cooktop, whatever is there. And while you do not have to spring for gourmet granite or a top-of-line stove, you should still go for stainless steel or a name brand quality. Second comes repair. A worn out roof or a bad omen that will scare buyers away if you have a roof like that. Have any moss or other plant growth removed. You should also ensure proper drainage by checking that your gutters are clear, clean and freshly caulked. Inside, take care of plumbing issue. Check and replace the seals on all your toilets. Tighten leaky faucets and refurbish with new O-rings, gasket and other part whatever is required. Check the lines leading to a dishwasher and washing machine. Be sure to address any faulty wiring as well. Fixing any problem sockets and switches to avoid potential embarrassment during a showing is must. Third is refresh. A fresh coat of paint can work wonders, or even the stabbiest rooms. Strip off any old wallpaper and fill holes with nails and picture hangers. Then give your interiors a fresh coat. Replace bright colors with safe shade of white or beige. Pay special attention to scuffed and dented baseboards, spackling and repainting as necessary. It is often a good idea to repaint your front door as well. After all, it is the first detail potential buyer will notice. As far as the rest of the exterior, a thorough power washing and a window cleaning should suffice. When it comes to landscaping, if you have a garden, pull weeds and seed any dead patches of grass. So how do we stage home for higher offers? So when preparing to sell the home, it is often a good idea to stage property. highlights its best feature with presentation and decor. But how exactly does an effectively storage home entice buyers? So let's break down the science of staging and look at some tips for appealing to the senses of buyers. Number one is lighting and view. There have been dozens of scientific studies on the human response to sunlight, and the conclusion is very simple. We need sunlight. So because of this, when staging your home for prospective buyers, you should take steps to let in as much as natural light as possible. Remove thick, heavy curtains and blinds, and avoid blocking windows and furniture. Use lamps with high wattage bulbs to illuminate spaces that don't receive much outdoor light. Another way to appeal the buyer's sense of sight is show them more of the room by removing all excess furniture and clutter. This will make your space feel bigger. When it comes to paint and decor, stick with colors and design that are muted and general neutral. This will leave more to the imagination, allowing visitors to create their own visions of the room instead of limiting them to your vision. Third is clean and comfortable. Physical discomfort can negatively affect mood and perspective. So take care to ensure that your home provides a cozy, clean environment. Adjust the thermostat to ensure the temperature is perfect before buyers arrive. Make sure all of the surfaces in your home are spotless. There is nothing worse than putting your hand on a table and which only to come away with a grime or dust. The same goes for floors, even through shoes. Buyers can feel the difference between a clean kitchen floor and a dirty one. Fourth is make it sound good. So depending on what kind of home you are going to sell or where you are living, ambient noise from outside your home can be a blessing or a liability. If you are in a city, then you will want to minimize street noise by keeping your window closed. And conversely, if your yard plays host to songbirds, you might consider leaving your windows open. Now smells matter. Few characteristics will put off home buyers more quickly than a bad odor. If you have lots of carpets or rug, make sure they have been steam cleaned thoroughly before you start showing your home. Get a dog or cat out of the home because some people do not like pets, and that can be the reason to reject your home. And if they must stay, make sure they have been bathed recently. Open the windows to let fresh air in at least 10 minutes before buyers arrive. And you may have heard stories about baking cookies or lighting scented candles to entice buyers. While pleasant odors can have a positive impact, it's important to keep your efforts subtle and simple because an overpowering smell, no matter how sweet, will reduce buyers' focus and undermine your staging efforts. Unless you are hosting an open house, buyer sense of taste is not likely to enter the equation very much. As with smells, it is important to keep buyer focus on your home rather than your award-winning bean dip. That said, some strategically placed candles or homemade chocolates, cheap cookies probably will not hurt and they will keep the customers engaged. So you can tell your client if you this should be your pitch in the presentation to a new customer. How can I get a more value of your house? This was the presentation, and if you need more information, you can contact me because my job is to help you get the most value for your home, and I have dedicated my career and livelihood to this goal. While it often seems easy from the outside, I operate as a mini marketing agency advisor to get the job done for selling your home faster and fetching more money for the home. So contact me for a free home and market evaluation, and I look forward to meet you. This should be your pitch. Now we see some mistakes that sellers make unless an agent is there to advise them to how not to do stupid things to make your home faster and get more money out of it. It's a pets at home during showing. As I discussed earlier, if your buyer is coming to see the home, ask them if they are comfortable with the pets or not. If they are not, remove the pets for time being. Next. If they have picked the wrong agent, they will not get all these details and they will end up going somewhere else. There are sellers who like to play tour guide. They want to show the home on their own. So you have to determine whether it is required or not. There are sellers who are unwilling to make repairs prior to listing. So as an agent, your job is to advise them if this is necessary. That might incur you some money, but in the longer run, it will fetch you more money of your home. If you have uploaded bad photos in the listing, no one is going to come to see, or showing is not going to be happen. If there is unpleasant odors in the home, you can see the picture. We don't even like it from here. So unpleasant odors is never welcome. The home is just plain messy. Everywhere there is a dust and a lot of bad things are here and there. So you should put it in a waste bank and remove it. Sellers are unwilling to negotiate with potential buyer. That is the biggest hindrance, because if you have not priced the house well, negotiation is going to be happen. So if the price was right in the beginning, there won't be much negotiation. But if sellers are unwilling to negotiate, then there is going to be hindrance. So you should make them aware how much negotiation is possible at the stage when selling is going to be happen. Sellers unwilling to depersonalize or declutter. They do not want to remove their personal thing from bedroom or a hall or kitchen or their place of work in home while showing is going to happen. That will this thing you can see in this photograph. If someone is going to come to see this home cannot be sold. Seller make it difficult to set showing, so they are not available if the home is closed. So they are not giving keys to the agent. Okay, you can show it at your convenient time. They avoid giving keys, or they avoid your time with the buyer's time, and they say no, it is not possible today, you can come tomorrow, etc. These things are going to impact the sale. So if the home is overpriced, the most reason homes are not sold in first 30-60 days is homes are overpriced. So there are a lot of things which is hindering faster sale and getting high price for that home, which we discussed today. Thank you very much for your attendance. You can send us an email gujarat@remax.in for any suggestion relating to training or any other else. We'll be happy to address. Thank you.